Hello and welcome to the Measuring and Calculating Rates of Photosynthesis revision video from scienceworksheets.co.uk. Please like, subscribe and comment to support the channel. The rate of photosynthesis cannot be measured directly, so we measure something linked to it, such as counting the oxygen bubbles released by pondweed per minute, or measuring the volume of oxygen produced using a gas syringe. The oxygen is produced during photosynthesis, so the more oxygen produced, the faster the rate of photosynthesis. The rate of photosynthesis can be calculated by the number of bubbles or the volume of oxygen gas produced divided by the time in minutes. So for example, if we're counting bubbles and 24 bubbles are counted over 2 minutes, then the rate will be 24 divided by 2, which is 12 bubbles per minute. If we are measuring the volume of gas and 1.5 cubic centimeters of oxygen gas is collected over 10 minutes, then it would be 1.5 over 10, which is 0.15 centimeters cubed per minute. This formula can be rearranged, so we can have the number of bubbles is equal to the rate of photosynthesis multiplied by the time in minutes, or the volume of oxygen gas can be equal to the rate of photosynthesis times time in minutes. If we want to rearrange it to make time the subject, then the time in minutes is equal to the number of bubbles divided by the rate of photosynthesis, or time in minutes is equal to the volume of oxygen gas divided by the rate of photosynthesis. Sample data with an experiment to calculate the rate of photosynthesis using the bubble count method. In this case, the independent variable is light intensity, and that is changed by moving the lamp different distances from the pondweed. The dependent variable is the rate of photosynthesis, which is the number of bubbles of oxygen gas produced per minute, and we measure that by counting the number of gas bubbles in a certain time period. This is sample data for light intensity against bubbles per minute. If you look at the graph that's been produced, you will see that the line is a smooth line of best fit. It has not been drawn dot to dot. Please do not draw it dot to dot. The points should be accurately plotted, and you should make sure that they are clear. Example questions on these graphs. Describe the relationship between light intensity and the rate of photosynthesis. As light intensity increases, the rate of photosynthesis will increase up to a maximum value. Identify the limiting factor between 0 to 30 units of light intensity. In this case, the limiting factor would be light intensity, because as light intensity increases, so does the rate of photosynthesis. Explain why the rate of photosynthesis does not increase beyond 50 units of light intensity. This is because light intensity is no longer a limiting factor beyond 50 units of light. What is the rate of photosynthesis, or the number of bubbles per minute at 40 units of light intensity? So if we draw a line upwards from the 40 to the graph line, and then from the graph line horizontally towards the y-axis, we can read off that there are about 14 bubbles per minute being produced. Thank you for watching. See our revision notes, the link is in the description.